Hello everyone, Vinita this side as your English trainer. So today you all are welcome here on this channel, Nagin Best Digital Learning. I hope you all are fit and fine. So without any delay, I want to tell you that today we are going to start CBSE Class 9 Moments book, chapter number 2, The Adventures of Toto by Ruskin Bond. And as we have already discussed in our chapter reading, that the chapter in this a protagonist is a monkey who performed very mischievous things, and the author is Ruskin Bond, who was born on 19th May 1934 in an Indian is an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Missouri, and the Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He got the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dhera. For his published work in England, he was awarded the Padam Shri in 1999 and Padam Vibhushan in 2014. So, guys, if we are just going to discuss that what exactly is given in this chapter, so we can say that this is a humorous and adventure story of a naughty monkey named Toto, and the writer's grandfather bought the monkey from a tanga driver. The pranks played by Toto have been narrated in an interesting way and the story and make the story a must read for us. So here we do have a little bit introduction that what exactly is given here. So guys, dear children, the writer's grandfather liked to collect animals and had a zoo at home. Once he bought a monkey named Toto from a tanga driver for a sum of 5 rupees. Toto was kept secretly as the grandmother disliked animals. So Toto was very mischievous. When the writer and his grandfather hid Toto in a cupboard and tied him to a hook, he broke the hook and caused havoc in the room. The very next day, when he was kept in the servant's room along with other animals, he did not let them sleep all night. As grandfather had to go to Saharanpur for work, he decided to take the monkey along with him. He carried Toto in a strong bag made of canvas and closed the zip nicely so that Toto could not escape. Toto made unsuccessful attempts to get out of the bag, which made the bag jump and roll. The curiosity of fellow passengers at the Saharanpur railway station, when grandfather was getting his ticket checked, Toto peeked out of the bag and smiled at the ticket collector. So as the ticket collector that declared that it was a dog, grandfather had to buy a ticket for 3 rupees, much to his annoyance. When Toto was accepted by grandmother, it was given a place in the stable along with the donkey. donkey named Nana. Toto did not get along with Nana as well. Toto enjoyed taking bath in the warm water during the winter season. So one day he almost boiled himself only when he jumped into the kettle of boiling water. So one afternoon, Toto ate the family meal of pulao and he threw the every dish from the tree and it broke into several pieces. So then Toto's mischiefs grew day by day, and the grandfather realized that they could not keep him at home. So finally, he found the same tanga driver and sold Toto back to him for a sum of 3 rupees. I hope you all will understand little bit about the chapter. So nextly, we do have the Adventures of Toto summary that was given by Ruskin Bond. Toto is bought by the narrator's grandfather. The narrator's grandfather was very fond of animals. उनको animals का बहुत शौक था. He bought a monkey from a tanga driver for ₹5. उन्होंने तांगा ड्राइवर से 5 रुपए का मंकी खरीदा and named it Toto. और उसका नाम टोटो रख दिया. ग्रैंडफादर को एनिमल्स का बहुत शौक था. उन्हें कभी भी किसी भी नए तरह का कोई एनिमल मिल जाता ना, तो उनके पास उनका एक प्राइवेट जू था. उस जू में वो एनिमल को रख देते थे. तो वंस ग्रैंडफादर सो द टांगा ड्राइवर विद द मंकी, सो ग्रैंडफादर प्लान टू परचेज and he did the same. He purchased the monkey for ₹5 and named it Toto. First when the grandfather saw, जब पहली बार ग्रैंडफादर ने उसको देखा, that time Toto tied up to a feeding trough. वो गाय भैंसों को चारा डालने के लिए जो जगह नहीं बनी होती, उसके सहारे उसको बांध रखा था. And literally he looked very ill and ugly. वो बहुत बीमार और बदसूरत सा लग रहा था. As the grandfather had his own private zoo with many other family and many other animals. अब जैसे कि ग्रैंडफादर के पास अपना खुद का एक जू था जहाँ पर बहुत तरह तरह के एनिमल्स थे. He kept the monkey in it. वो उस मंकी को भी उसी जू में रखना चाहता था. And Toto used his tail as a third hand. Toto अपनी पूंछ का इस्तेमाल अपने तीसरे हाथ के रूप में करता था. He used it to hang from a branch. वो पेड़ों की ब्रांचेस पे चढ़ने में उसका साथ देती थी. And scooping up any delicacy that might be maybe out of reach of his hands. ऐसी चीज़ें जो उसके हाथों से बहुत दूर थी ना, उन चीज़ों पर वो अपने पूंछ के सहारे आसानी से पहुंच जाता था. Toto's presence was kept a secret from grandmother. Toto को लिया है that becomes very secret, that was kept a secret from grandmother because she did not like animals. उसको animals बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं थे. It was kept secretly in a little closet. बहुत पास में ही उसको secretly कहीं पर रखा गया. Toto traveled secretly with grandfather. अब हुआ क्या कि उसको कहीं पर भी अकेला छोड़ देते थे, तो वहाँ पर उसको वो हमेशा सबको तंग करता था. तो ग्रैंडफादर को इस चीज़ का पता था कि अगर मैं इसको यहाँ अकेला छोड़ के जाऊँगा तो ये पीछे से सबको परेशान करेगा। सो ग्रैंडफादर ने अपनी पेंशन कलेक्ट करने के लिए सहारनपुर जाना था, तो वो उसको भी साथ ले गए ताकि ये यहाँ घर पे किसी को तंग ना करे। एंड द मेन थिंग इज दैट कि ग्रैंडफादर ने ग्रैंडमदर के लिए तो ये सरप्राइज था, बिकॉज शी रियली डिडंट नो अबाउट हिम फॉर मंकी। So one day when grandfather was going to सहारनपुर to collect his pension, एक दिन जब ग्रैंडफादर सहारनपुर में जा रहे थे to collect his pension, ग्रैंडफादर पेंशन कलेक्ट करने के लिए जा रहे थे, he decided to take Toto along with him as he did not want to leave him at home. उसे कहा गया कि वो टोटो को लेकर भी आ जाए, कि मतलब उसने डिसाइड किया कि वो टोटो को अपने साथ लेकर जाएगा, क्योंकि वो उसको घर अकेला नहीं छोड़ के जाना चाहता, क्योंकि एक तो ग्रैंड मदर के लिए सीक्रेट था और दूसरा कि यहाँ पर वो सबको तंग करेगा, तो इट्स बेटर टू टेक हिम विद। सो अ बिग ब्लैक कैनवस किट bag was provided for Toto so that he could not escape, कि वो पकड़ा ना जाए, इसलिए उसके लिए एक बहुत बड़ा काले रंग का कैनवस किट का बैग उसे दिया गया। However, he was caught at सहारनपुर स्टेशन by the ticket collector, लेकिन फिर भी वो पकड़ा गया सहारनपुर स्टेशन पर पहुंचकर by the ticket collector ने पकड़ा and classified as a dog, और उसे एक डॉग की तरह क्लासीफाई किया। so that grandfather had to also pay his fare. I hope that the ticket collector classified the monkey as a dog, and he ordered to grandfather that he had to pay for Toto also. Then finally Toto is finally accepted in the family. Toto को finally accept कर लिया गया family में। Gradually grandmother accepted Toto in the house. धीरे धीरे करके ग्रैंडमदर ने टोटो को अपनी फैमिली में एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, एंड ही वॉज पुट इन द स्टेबल विद नाना। नाना मीन्स वी कैन से कि नाना इज द नेम ऑफ डंकी इन दिस चैप्टर, इट इज अ स्पेसिफिक नेम ऑफ डंकी। सो गाइज ग्रेजुअली अब मदर ने उसको अपनी फैमिली का पार्ट मान लिया, अब उसको स्टेबल में रखते थे बाकी सभी एनिमल्स के साथ, जहाँ पर नाना डंकी भी था। बट टोटो प्लीज्ड द टोटो टीज्ड नाना सो मच दैट नाना नेवर बिकेम फ्रेंड्स विद टोटो। टोटो ने नाना को इतना परेशान किया कि नाना और टोटो कभी फ्रेंड्स बन ही नहीं पाएंगे। टोटो नियरली हाफ बॉइल्ड हिमसेल्फ अलाइव। अब यहाँ हुआ क्या कि टोटो ने खुद को जला लिया। अब वो जलाया कैसे जलाया कि एक दिन उसको एक रूटीन था उसका कि वो हमेशा गर्म पानी से नहाता था, तो उस दिन गर्म पानी की केतली जो है ना वो गैस पे रखी हुई थी, तो उसे लगा कि ये मेरे लिए ही है, तो उसने क्या किया, वो उसके अंदर जाके बैठ गया केतली के अंदर। और जब वो वहाँ पर बैठा तो नीचे तो गैस जल रही थी। अब वो गैस जब जल रही थी तो वो बहुत पानी जब तक हल्का हल्का गर्म था तब तक तो ठीक था, लेकिन जब पानी ने बॉइल्ड करना स्टार्ट कर दिया, जब पानी बॉइल्ड होने लग गया तो उसको पता चला कि ये तो सीरियसली बहुत ही उबलता हुआ बॉइल्ड वाटर है। उसके बाद वो बहुत मुश्किल हुई उससे, लेकिन वो वहाँ से निकल नहीं पाया। अगर थोड़ी देर ग्रैंड मदर वहाँ पर और नहीं आती ना, तो वो completely बर्न हो जाता। So here is also given the same, that in winters Toto had an elaborate bathing ritual and enjoyed bathing in water also. So Toto had an elaborate bathing ritual and he literally enjoyed bathing with warm water. So due to this, once Toto almost boiled himself. अब टोटो अपने आप को तो लगभग जिंदा ही उबाल देता। हाउ? अ कैटल हैड बिन पुट ऑन द स्टोव फॉर मेकिंग टी फॉर द फैमिली। फैमिली के लिए चाय बनाने के लिए ना उस पर केतली रखी हुई थी। सो व्हेन नोबडी वाज देयर, ओके, सो वी कैन से कि जब चाय बन रही थी फैमिली के लिए, तो उसमें केतली में पानी रखा हुआ था और उसे लगा कि वो पानी उसी का ही है। When nobody was there, he felt the water warm enough for a bath. जब वहाँ पर कोई भी नहीं था तो उसे लगा कि ये पानी तो इतना गर्म है नहाने के लिए। So he climbed in, इसलिए वो उसमें चढ़ गया। So as the water kept heating up, अब जैसे जैसे उसकी गर्माइश बढ़ने लगी, he kept hopping in it until grandmother took him out bravely alive. अब जब पानी का स्तर जो था, लेवल जब थोड़ा और गर्म होने लगा, तो उसने कूदना शुरू कर दिया और ग्रैंड मदर ने उसको बहुत मुश्किल से वहाँ से बाहर निकाला। बेयरली अलाइव, मुश्किल से बचा वो। सो टोटो कंटिन्यूड हिज एंटीक्स बाय टीजिंग, बाय टीयरिंग क्लोथ्स टू shreds and shed sleeves. I hope you will understand. Okay, so we can say that अब वो इतना मिस्चीवर्स था, इतना शरारती था कि उसने अपने आप को पानी में उबाल ही दिया। So Toto continues his antics by tearing clothes to shreds, breaking plates and other utensils etc. उसकी शरारतें सच में बहुत परेशान कर रही थी। कभी वो किसी के कपड़े फाड़ देता था, कभी वो प्लेट्स तोड़ देता था, कभी कोई और बर्तन, कभी कुछ और। So literally it was very hard. Okay. So nextly we can say Toto is sold back to the tanga driver. अब हुआ क्या कि टोटो को वापस टांगा ड्राइवर को सेल कर दिया गया। नाउ व्हाट इज द रीजन व्हाई? बिकॉज टोटो गोज टू मच लॉस इन द फैमिली। किसी के कपड़े फाड़ रहा है, कभी प्लेट्स तोड़ रहा है, कभी कुछ यूटेंसिल्स तोड़ रहा है, फिर वो उसके अंदर कैटल के अंदर जाके बैठ गया। तो ये सब जो शरारतें थी उसकी बहुत बढ़ती जा रही थी। फाइनली ग्रैंडफादर रियलाइज दैट Toto was not the type of pet to be kept in the house. You got it? Okay. So, finally, grandfather realized that Toto was not the type of pet to be kept in the house. कि टोटो उस तरह का पेट नहीं है जिसे लाकर घर में रखा जाए। They could not tolerate him anymore. Okay. So, then finally, the mischievous activity could not tolerate by anymore. So grandfather found the tanga driver and sold Toto back to him for ₹3 and heaved a sign of relief. तो हुआ क्या, टांगा ड्राइवर को वापस से ढूंढा गया। उसी टांगा ड्राइवर को जिससे ₹5 में टोटो को लिया था, उसी को ही अब ₹3 में उसको वापस दे दिया गया। So what exactly the conclusion? So, the chapter, The Adventures of Toto, illustrate the lesson to students that one must behave responsibly in a congenial environment and literally should not create nonsense and become intolerable to others. ये एडवेंचर ऑफ टोटो एक ऐसा चैप्टर है जो स्टूडेंट्स को ये सिखाता है कि वन मस्ट बिहेव रिस्पॉन्सिबली, कि हमें बहुत रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी से बिहेव करना चाहिए अपने एटमॉस्फेयर में। कभी भी कोई कुछ भी नॉनसेंस क्रिएट नहीं करना चाहिए जो किसी के लिए भी इंटॉलरेबल हो। सो आई होप यू विल अंडरस्टैंड टिल हियर। सो एक्चुअली the writer's grandfather purchased a monkey named Toto from a tanga driver by paying 5 rupees to him. The tanga driver had tied the monkey to a feeding trough so that they could not run away. When the mother's grandfather saw the monkey, he had a desire to add him to the collection of animals which he had in his zoo at home. So, although he was very pretty, but his hands looked very dried up as though they had been pickled in the sun for many years. Yet his fingers were quick and wigged, and he could use his tail as a third hand used to talk. So nicely explanation it was there. So writer gives a description of Toto, and grandmother always fused with the grandfather bought some new birds or animal. So it was decided that Toto's presence should be kept a secret from her until she was in a particularly good mood. So grandfather and I put him away in the little closest opening into my bedroom wall where he was tied securely, or so we thought. We put So we can say that it was decided कि उसकी प्रेजेंस को बिल्कुल सीक्रेट रखा जाएगा जब तक दादी माँ अच्छे मूड में नहीं हो जाती. So grandfather and I put him away in the little closest opening. बेडरूम के पास ही एक साथ में थोड़ी सी जगह थी, उसको वहाँ बांध दिया गया. और टू पेग fastened into the wall, दीवार के सहारे. But a few hours later, when grandfather and I came back to release Toto, we found that the walls, which had been covered with some ornamental paper chosen by grandfather, now stood out as naked brick and plaster. The peg in the wall had been wrenched into the socket, but grandfather did not worry. He seemed pleased with the Toto's performance. But very soon he got to know each and everything about monkey's mischievous. So we can say that he did not let the animals begin at night. So nextly, in short, we can say that uh, Toto was shifted to a servant quarter after that in a cage, but he could live with other pets in grandfather's zoo. The zoo comprised of a tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a squirrel, and so on. And finally, he did not let the animals sleep at night. So, writer's grandfather had to leave for Saharanpur the next day. Toto remained in the bag in the Saharanpur, but while grandfather was producing its ticket at the railway turnstile, Monkey suddenly poked his hand out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin. So the poor man was taken aback, but with great presence of mind and much to grandmother's annoyance. he said. Okay, so grandfather's annoyance. The poor man was taken aback, but with great presence of mind, and much to grandfather's annoyance. So finally, after watching so many mischievous activity that was increasing day by day, the grandfather decided to give back that monkey, because now he was realized कि इस तरह के एनिमल्स एज अ पेट कभी भी किसी का साथ नहीं दे सकते. सो आई होप it must be clear. So thank you. Have a nice day.